Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's your girl CartaMiaLisa, and I'm back with yet another video, hoping to inspire, motivate, and uplift you. Yeah, you got it right, that's you. So if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join my family, join my community where I can offer you some resources that can help you be the best you. Why wouldn't you want to be the best version of yourself? I mean, come on, right? So, as you probably already guessed, I am going to be taking this beautiful luxury book cover, the Louis Vuitton notebook Paul MM, and I'm going to be moving the latch over. Now, if you haven't already seen or you didn't come here by way of another video, when you have a notebook in here, it doesn't open, you can't close it when it's open to its full extent, if you will. So I just am going to adjust that using my seam ripper and some leather cement. Now I've seen this from two people, but the person who originated moving, or who it seems to have been who originated moving this little latch over, is, I believe her name is Siobhan. She goes by ThisWellPlannedLife on social media and on YouTube. And in a recent video I was watching of hers, excuse me, but in a recent video I was watching of hers, she said she went back in and used the leather cement so that way it doesn't wiggle, because originally she did it with double-sided tape, and it did wiggle. So I'm going to be using the leather cement, and we're just going to jump into this video where you guys can watch me. That way you can see me do it and decide if you want to do it. All right? I mean, if you spend all the money, you want it to be functional, right? And this is a minor fix. It's not a big deal. So let's jump right in. Okay, so I'm just starting off by showing my supplies. I have the leather cement and my seam ripper. I also have my X-Acto knife just in case my seam ripper doesn't work, but I end up not using that. And then obviously the notebook cover. So I also showed the instructions just really quickly. It says to apply a thin layer and then press down on it until it's hard or until it's dried. So I just very gently go through with the seam ripper. The X-Acto knife might have been an easier cut, but I felt like I would have had a greater risk of cutting the leather clasp, so I used my seam ripper instead, which worked out just fine. So once I got the clasp completely off, I went in with some tweezers that I just had lying around. I have a set of tweezers. I went in with them just to pull up any remaining thread that might have been there. And where you see me rubbing is just like the adhesive that they had on there along with the thread. So I just rubbed it off. It comes right off. So here's the fun part where you put the leather cement down. When they say a thin layer, they mean a thin layer. But the reason why I ended up putting a little bit too much on there, and I actually ended up having to go back in off camera and fixing this. But when you press down on it, you should have some sort of clamps like to hold it in place so that it doesn't lift up. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a quick process, but the clasp, because it's bent around it rather, it lifts up, and so it kept lifting, so then I ended up adding more leather cement. It was just like a mess because I didn't realize that. So I would just recommend you put the thin layer on and then use some clamps to hold it in position, and then leave it there for like a couple of hours, I would say. So you see me go back in where I turned it the other way, and it was just a little bit easier to use. And then after that is when I realized I needed something more than just my hands to hold it. And when it's dry, it's clear. And you can clean any excess. Like you see there's a little excess there at the end. Any excess you have, you can just clean it right up. But it works very well. My clasp is intact. It's holding just fine. It doesn't fall off. It doesn't wiggle. And the book now fits in it, which is super exciting. So there you have it. And if this video was helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think. If there's anything else you'd like to see me do, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. What are you waiting on? And you can follow me on all social media at CartaMiaLisa. Until next time, y'all, peace.